Y'all getting made overnight, not rhyming right. You should try Excite. Social media currency, paid in likes. Pain overrides certain vibes. Hurting guys plead for attention while the economy seldom thrives. I seen a couple of cyber junkies pumping all that ego in their systems. No wonder they can't sit still. Data-based violence, shootings are wireless. We're trying as good enough as laying in an ambulance. Fancy backdrops from poor backgrounds while eating Magnum. Your tens getting colder as you hang them. Teleport you to the future, chitty bang bang. Fight IG to use the camera for an emblem. Unorthodox modus operandi, move it for 100. Swims for man, go get the tape, man.
Sanbonan Bafetu, welcome to another episode of the East Rand Podcast Files. Thank you very much for joining us. And as you can see, we still have Savage Sossa on the show. We're gonna do his part 2 of the interview. We did the first part of the interview, but it's airing on season 1. So this one is gonna air on season 2. Savage Sossa joins us. And of course, my co-host is here, Ion Tech.
Round 2.
Oh yeah. Sosa, welcome to the show and thank you for joining us once again, my brother. You know, let's continue where we left things, man.
No, for sure.
Savage, you were still talking about, I believe you were talking about the beat, yeah, dope shit. And at the same time, you were explaining to us about Red Ants. You were still a member of the Red Ants. Take us through that process, man, once again.
I may not know where I left off the last time.
Yes.
But
I
will
think
just try. Yeah.
Maybe you can join it from beat when you go and record dope shit.
Okay.
And we can take it from there.
So when I got that beat, dope shit.
Yes.
Played it, and it was now the seed that was planted for me to actually pursue a solo initiative. You know what I mean? I still have those beats even now.
Yes.
So he gave me something like 16, 17 beats. Dope shit being the first one that he gave me.
Okay.
And then I took those beats back to the crew, because the crew now started also getting beats to also try, make more music and stuff like that. But each time I would play those beats, everyone knew that, hey, this is going to be one dope solo project. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
So was it now?
Yeah,
Okay, I just did that one song.
Shit. Oh, man.
No, I'm lying. I didn't do that one song, Dope Shit. I did Dope Shit. I did another song called Indigenous Sounds.
Okay.
And then I made that like into a single with like the instrumental as well.
Yes.
Recorded that, drew the cover.
Oh, so like we won alone. Were you alone or
on the song?
On the Indigenous Sound?
I was alone. It was a solo.
Alone?
Yeah, it was a solo,
So
but I
it
had
was-
other music with Red Ants. So we would go around selling 30 rand copy, 30
So,
rand.
what's the name of that song? It feels good.
Yeah,
Every day when everybody is
So Red
around.
Hands had just released his scrapbook, which the cover yakona was hand drawn, and Mina had released Dope Shit, and we would sell them hand in hand, Ganje Zoitu as a package, really.
Oh, yes.
You know, and we would take the money. We were kids, Sivai, Shamapia.
Yes.
See, we would also say, Sipuza Amaroya. Little did we know.
Now,
just-
kuba njani when you are with the guys in studio, when you guys are recording? How's the energy like?
Ngakhuluma manga.
No. What would happen that I remember was we would make it fun, but it wasn't an easy field for every member of the crew. Some
I
people
can
were
imagine.
struggling with certain things. It's our first time hearing ourselves recording on the mic, so other people would easily lose focus, thus not be able to do the whole verse in the first go.
Yeah.
People that it was natural for, it was Steez and me.
Oh, okay.
And the other guys, they were putting in effort, putting in work, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And we would help out where we could, so that the verse comes out dope when it hits the ears of the people, you know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
So we would help each other, and we would try not to make the situation as serious as it could have been.
Oh,
You know what I
yes.
mean? It was always play.
Hence you say it would be fun, the atmosphere would be...
It would be play. If you make a mistake, we laugh,
Yes,
You
yes.
also laugh with us, It wasn't a serious atmosphere, as much as we would recorder, but we would get there and not feel like uswastele imali. We would feel like he's routine.
Yeah.
Try say it better,
Yes,
or you know what I
yes,
mean.
yes.
Or
Yeah,
say it like
yes.
that because it's funny. So
Absolutely.
we wanna keep that momentum even in the song. You know what I mean? It would be that kind of vibe.
Now, what happened to Red Ants?
I thought that we kind of grew.
Did you guys grew apart?
Yeah, I mean, Frozen got married first, and he had a son, and we didn't expect him to keep, you know.
Oh yeah, because now
And yeah,
impilo
you know what I mean?
maseyishintsha
Because
manje.
impilo seyashintsha
Yes,
manje.
yes.
He's becoming, you know, a father, a husband, and all those things. Even though it was not communicated, with Baba, go be a dad, go
Oh,
be
yes,
a husband.
yes,
But
yes.
it's sort of, you know, it's sort of
It naturally happens.
happen
Yeah,
type
absolutely.
of thing, you know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
God-given
And like I was saying,
responsibilities.
I was already pushing my singles, so now I got more on that,
On the
doing
solo
solo
path.
things. And then I remember footing Chelo Steez noma Ngobe Park with gents. Mina yiyeke crew vele. Lento crew ayingisebenzeli because it's a collective effort and I need to pursue my own things, you know what I mean? Frozen had a job. I can't remember what everyone else was doing about Hex and stuff, but
Oh, yes, yeah.
everyone had something that they were doing. No, Hex was doing tenders. Beba Mkhafa, you could buy
Oh,
stuff
yes.
even at that age, you know what I
Yes.
mean? Me now I was like, fuck it, I love this music thing. I'm gonna go on with my music.
Yes, yes.
And it's not like Ngilwa Nani or anything, but
Yeah.
I just wanna go pursue.
But just
Answering
to
to the calling. Yeah.
add on that,
you know what I mean?
Speaking of solo projects, Dwana man, if you pay me.
Yes, yes.
If you pay me.
yes, just to add on that, I wanted to add the part where I remember when we had to Steezy on the show. That's what he also said. To Savage was the first one who went solo.
Went solo,
Yes, in the group.
And also, I feel like it may have not been the right time to go solo, but only if we had taken the deal. Outrageous.
Oh
If we had
yes.
taken the deal, maybe we would do projects as a crew.
Yes.
And then after maybe those projects, it would now be time.
I was
for a solo.
about to ask about
You know what I
that,
mean?
Savage. What happened there? Because
But,
apparently you
personally-
refused.
I didn't want the deal, but I was happy that we could, have those talks. But
why?
I
What
don't know
was
if
the
I said
reason,
on the-
Savage?
on
Because
part one.
back in those days, I
I
can
was
imagine.
reading a book.
Yes.
All you need to know about the music business type of setup. So I was reading that book, Joe, and I knew good publishing means ownership. If you sign publishing rights to anyone, they own your stuff. You know what I mean? And I wasn't really. I didn't know the business, the music business, as I do now. But I had, I won't call it fear, but something in me said, don't sign this deal. You know what I mean? Because even how Fungai put it on the table, Fungai was the editor of Hype.
Yes, Funga. Yes.
He was friends with Utsino, who was the owner of Outrageous Records. And me and I had taken my music to Hype magazine. I remember I just moved from home, no nati. And as soon as I got there, I started looking for Hype, writing them mail and stuff. And then a boyfriend, your cherry, share a flat. Yeah, but why don't you just walk to Hype? I was like, Hype, walk there. Where is it?
'Cause now
Oh
you're
my
in
God,
Joburg.
no, Parktown, Joe. And I mean, I've been from Bramfontein. It's like Parktown, like just go straight, you're gonna see a garage. Keep going straight. First left, turn left, just go straight. And then you're gonna start seeing activity. They went, because it was houses, and then activity, because it was office park.
Yes.
Yantwana ngaloko ngibheka lento lo kayishilo, and I got there vele, submitted my music, and that's how I could always go there and give them my music. You
Oh,
know what I
that's
mean?
where Fungai heard your music.
Yeah,
Oh.
and that's where he could see with Echo something. I guess he had plans, but I messed it up major with Fungai. But anyway, he was like, Echo, I'm gonna bring Zeno, come through on such and such a date. And when we got there, Zeno was there, and he was like, guys, here's Zeno. Zeno, he can exploit you, and you can exploit him. It's up to you guys. And I was like, hey, this guy, he's in a position of exploiting us, but I don't know how we can exploit this guy.
Oh yes, yeah.
I remember we were happy, Joe. We went out of that office happy, Joe. Good day.
Final.
It's a climb.
Yeah.
Proverb was signed to Zeno.
Oh,
Optical Ill was signed to
Yes.
Zeno.
Zaps.
Zabs was there.
Yes.
Ntabi was there.
Yes.
Quite a lot of acts
Yes,
were
I
there,
remember
and they were
Outrageous. Yes.
But I was like, I'm not gonna call these guys again, not for the deal anyway, because we continued to have other deals, no Fungai. So Fungai wanted my music for other projects, Beba Wayenza and Nabo Amu. And I was like, how much are you gonna pay me? And he didn't answer back. And then about a few days later, I was like, oh, you're gonna talk to me about rapping, but as soon as I mention money, you're not gonna talk. Like fuck you, man. And
Oh yes.
and he was like, boy, you're not gonna do that. And that's how I burnt that bridge, which was a lesson for me to not burn bridges.
So
you know
this
what I mean?
book like help you ukuthi like ubone some of the things, because
Help me
most
see some
people
of the things, but
most
I
people
was-
sign and they regret after.
That's what I was proud of actually when I did my song now on my previous album,
Modus
Modus
operandi.
There's a song called No,
No time, yeah.
In that song, Vele, that's the situation that I'm explaining.
I think that's
Ukuthi-
where he talks about it.
that's
people
where I
that
talk,
ain't
yes.
got
I talk
time.
about this thing. Ukuthi, we could have gotten signed, but we would have fallen through the cracks because most of the acts can't maintain themselves now. You know what I mean? It's like you have the fame, but there's no sustainability. in
Oh
what you
yes,
had, even in the
Savage.
days,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Uh,
And some of them are suffering financially.
suffering financially,
Whereas
but
we
people
as
know
fans
you.
don't know.
And I think that has a psychological effect on any artist. Ukuthi, we see you at the mall, and we know your music from back then, but you're at the mall pushing a job, and other artists won't even do that. You know, like get a job at the mall, try to feed your family, try be there for your moms financially because siyakena ndoda when famous.
Yes.
Manje, you don't want this job. That's why even other artists commit suicide, like your late HPs.
Oh,
So rest in
yes.
peace.
Yes.
It's the pressure, Joe.
Or some
music, which
abanye
is
they would smoke and angasabheki
do
nasemuva.
drugs,
Yes.
yeah, that's where it comes from. Mina vele, I always resonated with the line, I ain't on that celebrity tip.
Oh,
I deal with the
yes.
real. If it's artificial, let
Oh,
it be.
yes.
Who said that? Black Thought said that.
Oh yes,
I
yeah.
caught
You once
that.
said it in a song, love the
I caught
game, but
that.
the fame ain't for it. Yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
think? What's a celebrity?
A celebrity is that guy, yeah, who now people see you at the mall, they celebrate you, they want autographs, they love your
Yes.
music, but
Yes.
now maybe say the music doesn't take you to those Jay-Z levels, and now people expect it, but now we are tired because manji, you wanna deliver yourself on that level, but you're not on that level. Yeah, like me now, I don't care how many songs I have. If it call. Twana ngawapayisa amakhekhe to choose a rank namhlanje,
yes.
like I don't have that
Yes.
pride ukuthi
Yes.
abantu bazothi they
Yes.
saw my video on YouTube, whatever.
Yes.
I don't care, mina, sure. I'm
Yes.
all about that boy over there. Yeah, it's all.
Absolutely.
And his sister and his mother. If it says, hey, I'm uthengisa amanzi ekhoneni, I'll do that.
Yes.
I'll sell smokes even
Yes.
today. I don't care who saw me where. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
ukuthi awusavage, awungimbona
Savage
athengise
Sossa,
duduza rank. Yeah,
yes, bicycles,
yes.
All money is
Yes.
good
Kusebenza-
money.
all money is
All
good
money is
money,
good money.
Ntwana, yabona manje. And then intwana yami ngiyayitshela masindlula abantu ababhayisayo ukuthi Ntwana yambona lo yasisa ubhayisa amakhekhe. Ungasabi ukwenza lento ayenzayo. Yayibona because ne-olet lakhe ngadibana nalo libhayisa amakhekhe.
Oh,
Yabona manje.
Savage.
Sahlangana vele.
Yes.
Some years later sitrowile sigrand.
Sossa,
siphushela
man.
le life leya. Yayibona manje.
Now, Savage, how many albums do you have, my brother?
Yo, Ntwana,
Including the features, including the one you did with Riot, everything just.
Yo, leyo bese ngikhohliwe.
Gazelle.
I first released the single that I told you about, which had
Yes.
2 songs and an instrumental.
Yes?
I don't know if that's an album. And then after that, I started working on some loose songs. But the project that those loose songs became was raw material. And it was raw, it was unmixed, it was unmastered. And then after that one, I did Very Focused,
Very focused, yes.
which is number 3. Then after the Very Focused, I worked on the project with Riot.
Okay.
And then after working on that project with Riot, what was it called again?
Irrefutable Rockstars.
Rockstars.
It was the
Yeah.
Irrefutable Rockstars.
Yes.
Yeah, it was self-titled.
Yes.
Nice one. And then after that one, I started working on If You Pay Me, which it was just loose songs. I didn't compile the songs. I know I had artworks, but I didn't release it officially. You know what I mean? That would be my 5th. And then I've got Modus
Modus
Operandi,
Operandi, yes.
which was another solo effort that I did. That's my 6th. And then right now I'm working on something.
Something.
Yeah, this one
it's-
is for the streets. This one I don't care. I don't do commercial songs. I don't censor myself. I have ganja music. I have, like like you know that head bob music, the
Yes,
hip hop that we
yes,
love.
yes.
Yeah. So on this one, I don't care about radio. I don't care about anything, but how I feel it and how I wanna deliver it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's this one.
And you also have a lot of content on YouTube, man. I mean, we were talking about that of air. Tell us about the documentaries that you have there and some of the music videos that people can check out.
I would say I've got the channel is Savage Sossa. You can go there, subscribe to the channel. I need subscribers, guys. Please subscribe,
okay.
subscribe and watch
And
watch
subscribe
watch
to the
share.
East Rand Podcast Files as well.
Yeah.
Ningakhohlwa phela.
Ningakhohlwa the
Yebo.
Eastern Podcast Files. And yeah, man, I've just got music videos. I've got documentaries in there. I've got the one documentary that I have that I remember now is of the performance party.
Yes,
The performance party was me trying to give back to artists like us.
Yes.
So the plan was I'm gonna do a party, and in the party I'm gonna have 100 acts who are gonna perform, but those 100 people are also the crowd. So we don't need to call people to come see us. They can come if they want, but we don't need them. So I would bring artists to come through. So if let's say you are on stage, there's 99 people watching you.
And
Which
they are
happens to be
performers.
artists.
Yeah, they are
Yes.
also artists as
Yes,
well. So
yes.
we are our own crowd. You know what I mean? If we don't support ourselves, who's gonna support us? So it didn't become 100 cats or acts. We were getting there, but I was like, hey, the team that I was working with, I don't want to take anything away from the people. I was just expecting speed that the guys couldn't deliver, which I now moved myself from the group and I went, and I'm looking for new people now to work with.
yeah.
And I'm winning even on that.
Look
regard.
no further.
So the people that I'm working with are in terms of like what you've got here. You know, everyone is playing their part.
Absolutely.
And everyone
Yes.
understands their part.
Yes.
And everyone pulls their own weight.
Absolutely.
I get tired of teams where the one guy is the striker, he's the middlefielder, he's the goalkeeper, he's the
Yes.
ticketing guy, he's the he's the coach,
Hey.
he's on the grandstands cheering.
Yeah.
Such teams
And
don't
it's
work,
tiring,
man,
bruh.
and
Yeah.
I hate such teams, So yeah, man.
And I have one more subjective question I want to ask you, Savage. Because I'm posting no now sometimes go Facebook. Are you a religious person or a spiritual person out here?
I'm not religious, but I am spiritual. I don't believe in the sky god. In fact, I don't believe in the concept of God like how other people believe in God. Because people believe in the God that punishes, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't say those words because God is going to punish you.
Yeah.
Don't say fuck.
Because we upstairs and he's watching.
he's
I
watching.
don't, God to me is not like that, you know what I mean? The concept of God for me, I call it an infinite intelligence, which is responsible for the grass, it's responsible for the wood,
Preach,
it's responsible
brother,
for the
preach.
steel, it's responsible for the thoughts. You know what I mean? Like Dead Press put it best when they said, everything you see is just a thought manifested. But before you got a chance to know that, you got arrested. You know what I mean? And they're talking to black children, black kids, black brothers to say, hey, God is not this thing that, I think the religious God is the God that's keeping us poor as black people.
Eish.
So, I'm not about that God, man. That God is afraid of me.
When
man.
did that mentality come? Because sesebancane
say-
yabona basifaka on the same school of thought.
So, my grands would always force me to go to church. And I would go, I would obey and go. But something in church said, hey, when you don't belong here. So, ultimately, I would say, I'm going to church near Machitin. And then come back and cut say church, but you make Janice something. This and I'm saying, Shailen Gomaya last week. Shailen Gomaya last week. Yes, I got distracted there for a second. But yeah, man, I'm
You
not
have, I
religious.
see you have fans, man.
I'm just spiritual like that, I'm just on my own quest, I believe that there's a God in me, and I always let that God win every day, you know what I mean? Because umuntu angavela ngidine, and I do get pissed off, but I speak to the God in me, and I find ways of dealing with it, you know what I mean?
No.
Without resorting to stupid shit. Hey guys, I left my wedding ring, man. I may be in trouble for
Hey,
this.
sir.
Baby, I'm
Hey,
sorry,
sir.
I left my ring at home.
sir.
Sorry, hey. Shakes.
Now tell us about Street Corner Academy, SCA.
So, Street Corner Academy, 2003. 2000 not 2003, I think 2004. Muvele Jozi, Sengplome Jozi, pushing my stuff. Little did I know, Gusi, Leya Mumangoba, who was known as Weapon X.
Web 85. Shout outs to Web 85.
And then now Khalepramfantine. I didn't know this. Man figured I'm like, how now? Oh wow, And then Steez also moved to Braamfontein at some point.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, since we always had the chemistry when it came to rap or making music, like any beat he would choose, I could flow on. Any beat I would choose,
He could flow on.
and would deliver like, you know, the best
Yes.
type of shit. So I was like, Echo, we could start like another subdivision of Red Ends, which is called
Oh,
Corner Academy.
Corner Academy.
got that from Imashamplan because
Oh.
mina ngikutshelile ngifundela izamane primary.
Oh.
So ikasi nginalo vele kaphaya yabo. So Imashamplan nabomdu masiblome emakhoneni siyazikhuphula kule ngoma iratlala.
Yeah,
If you know
yeah.
ingoma le
Yes,
iratlala.
Icavi Ratla.
Masiblome emakhoneni siyazikhuphula. I always resonated with that because uMandoza came through with the songs uyithola kanjani
Uhlele
ekhoneni.
khoneni.
And I was like, but sapayisa
How?
sine khoneni. So siyayithola. uMandoza uzama ukuthini kahle kahle. Not to take away anything from Mandoza, because
Yes.
I love Mandoza. I bump Mandoza every day, even in my car right now. But I questioned him, you know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes.
Good time, and sina say tole khoneni spice inkaws, spice amaris, that spice izinto. Yeah, bona, which is another mentality ka DJ Sbu. Ukuthi yambu yoyilandise khoneni, nambu yoyilanda. You know what I mean? So that's where Street Corner Academy came from.
Oh.
So I was like, let's make a crew. We're gonna call ourselves Street Corner Academy. Why? Because we teach in the corners.
Oh,
Masiblome emakhoneni
yes.
siyazikhuphula.
Oh, that's where the
You know what
thought
I
came
mean?
from.
So that's
Street
the
Corner
academy part
Academy.
of
Yeah.
Makes
the
sense.
street corner.
Makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So there was another brother of mine, Ayanda Qubu, who with another guy called Mentor Unkosnachi came through, and they started a company called Ear to the Ground.
Ear to the
E2G.
ground. Yes.
So
I think
in
I remember that
E2G,
name as well.
They now, in their heads, they thought they could sign us, and Mina, I would give them the chance to, you know, like do managerial activities, you know, get us the gigs, you know, handle that side of us. But that guy, Unkosnachi, had other ideas, which I don't know where they came from. It's just those mentalities. But I remember we had a meeting, and they wanted, you know, to have more power over what I say. And I was like, fuck that, not me, not in this lifetime anyway. You know what I mean?
What in never.
Like, never, not me.
And then
bruh.
still in class.
And then just to finish off the,
Oh,
the
sorry.
answer.
Sorry.
And then I was like, I'm gonna walk. And I remember walking out of that office, out of that meeting, ngadibana no Steez, and I explained to him, because now he was late for the meeting, but it started before him, and I walked. So I told him, endleleni, Gutwana, this is what happened in that meeting, and I mina ngikho ku-E2G ngiyayiyeka yonke le nto leyo ngitshela ngayo. Wena if uyasala mina ngithi ungilandela.
Yeah.
And he stayed.
Okay.
With E2G, and they did some work. Steez, they released his first project called The Sample, I think.
The sample. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
No one can release me, Ntoan. I don't know if people understand that. Yeah, you can come in with money, and I can come in with the art, and it puts us on a 50-50 level. You know what I mean? Because you are bringing financial aid, and I'm bringing
the work,
skills and
yeah.
expertise. You know what I mean? You don't want to tell me you own me. No one owns me, Joe. I was never in the slave or slavery mentality. Even when I rope people in to work with me, it's always a collective thing. It's always, you know, because I respect people for who they are.
Yes.
And I will tell you, Guti, let's work on music together. Instead of just pushing my thing as Savage, and then
Okay.
later we're gonna push your thing
Yes,
as
yes,
Savage.
yes.
Let's do solo efforts, you know, so that we both blow up,
Yeah.
and then we can do whatever we want. Because Nami, I don't believe I can own people, you know. That's why I tried roping in people into Street Corner Academy, and they always prove themselves to be not what they think they are in their heads. You know what I mean? And-
Suke kwalaphi, Savage, because I know you work there with a lot of guys
You
on
know, Joe,
SCA.
I even feel, I don't know how I should feel about other people telling me when, like on social media, hey, thanks to Street Corner Academy and the whole team. And I'm like, and the whole team?
The whole team.
Like, who's the whole
the whole
team?
team?
Because the work looks like it's a team thing, you know what I mean? But at the end of it all, you notice, man. And there's this thing that I hate so much. Okay, this is the Eastern Podcast Files. Né?
Yes.
I see you posted. I see you Ntwana posted. I see all of you post
Yes.
about this thing that you do.
Yes.
What the mentality out there sometimes is, I do a beat for you, you rap on the beat, and then I forget about that beat. When now we are
Uzobona ukuthi wenza kanjani.
shoot ama-video angisho wena ubhizi mina sengisifana no-tech ngomenzelela enye beat nayo uyapromote tech ubamba umlilo his thing catches on na now sengifuna vele Sengifuna ukuba
So ufuna
naye.
ukuhlala
Or
ngapha.
it doesn't catch a
Or
fire.
the other way around.
Let's say it doesn't catch a fire, ne? But I always say, kanti wena why mawuphusha lento ungangicredit ukuthi yimo yenze le beat? Why don't I push this thing
Yeah.
and credit you?
Njengoba usho lo makaposta nalo uyaposta.
Nalo
Yeah,
uyaposta,
see, too,
yeah.
pusha lane.
Yeah.
So niggas don't do that. Niggas don't care if their song has videos or not. Niggas, like even my wife asked me this, ukuthi le ngoma zakho nalabantu ziyophelelaphi? Ngathi I don't care noma singaziflasha. Cause naku siyazimamela mina nawe, yabo.
Oh,
Cause she
yes,
feels
yeah.
the songs that have potential. But the niggas that I worked with on those
Didn't
songs,
put
I happy if the
in.
songs are just
Oh,
shelved.
yeah.
That's why even now, Street Corner Academy is just me, my wife, and kids. You know what I mean? We
Because
are going to
I
sign
won't tell
artists.
you what I like push a bit, like
Very.
24/7.
I'm the first artist. I'm gonna sign my son. We're gonna become a crew. When my daughter grows up, we're gonna become a crew.
Now that is Street Corner Academy
That's me,
family right
brother.
there.
Aye, brother, that's
And then
me.
still in class.
Still in class, that's me and my boy Weapon X. Called Street Corner Academy. Now he's also a wordsmith. He was like, if this is an academy, we're still in class. Let's do shows. We are still in class. We're still learning. We're still teaching. We're still doing something. And then the still in class events were now Honey Badger days. The Honey Badger, it was me, Mangoba, and his cousin Mnisi.
Was it the Friday fight night?
Friday Fight Nights, he stemmer from.
Oh, it stems
He's
from
still in
this.
class.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
still in class was a Saturday thing. Saturdays, rappers from Kwena or whatever would come through, celebrate hip hop. We would have performances. It was a platform for even artists abasikazi because back near Kola we would perform as artists. We would find abom rap abazama ukuza boma Bahama. You know, and I mean amongst us along groove, I would always feel like that's why I even stopped coming. But I'm coming because now we're doing the East Red podcast
That's
files,
what's up.
nigga.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I was like, we need to do something last is promote sponsor my gang, but you know, also try pay our acts because we're trying to create an economy within what we do. Okay, and then I was like, okay, cool, we're gonna do that on a Saturday where people perform, people teach, we'd have segments, DJs, and all that. Friday Fight Night, that would be the battle scene. We do it on a Friday.
Oh.
Now, same place, same, but the vibe is a bit different because now this one happens on a Friday. We have battles,
Yes.
and whether you win or lose a battle, you get paid.
Oh.
You know what I mean? That was the concept and the idea
Oh,
of
yeah.
that because without an economy, people lose interest. I was already seeing that from my other friends who got married and had children. Sorry, because of the family thing that they're trying to build.
Absolutely.
So I was like, if you would go out, tell your wife things, I go hip hop. And Maubu we win two your wife is gonna encourage you today. Hamba ku hip hop wena ngokuzobuya nesingo and so but niggas weren't seeing it, man. Niggas weren't seeing it. So the niggas had ideas, they would give us their ideas, but we would try stick as much as possible to the plan. And then niggas would think we're not listening to their suggestions. And these are niggas who are not even on the team. And then now Sebaya Gusindi, they want the venue to do something different.
Something different
Something
from what's
different
happening.
from what we are doing. And when they did it, guess what? It was the same motherfucking thing we were doing, except they were not paying the artists. They were not paying anything. It was not for an
That was the
economy.
only thing
It
that
was
was
just for
different.
them having fun. Jay. You know what I mean? That's why even hip hop today is zero, guys. Guys. Hey, guys.
Madabamnya.
But it's not zero. We've got the Eastern Podcast Files, motherfucker.
Yeah,
That's-
EPF.
On, man.
You know,
EPF.
you know.
Now, Savage, man, having been an artist out here for more than a decade, what's the one thing you're proud of? And I'm sure there could be a lot of things, but what's the one thing as an artist?
I think art is, I'm sure you'll also agree with me, Tech. Art, that's your escape. That's where you know, it's like your escape thing. Like, I don't even know what to call it, but we are art. Like, most to draw, like, Nentona Yami, no, we born. Like, must be
It's like a world of its own.
He drops his bag, he changes his whatever. Then we are good netafula like, you know, next to mine, where he draws. It always has crayons. It's always, you know.
Oh, yes.
So now young boy among draw, like, you know what I draw. Now when I see that from him, na so but so draw. it's our mechanism of dealing with the world, of dealing with the negativities of the world. And if with me, now people say I do quite a lot of things. I don't. I do one thing, which is art, and I understand art for what it is. You know what I mean? Because impahla sicala drawing, it's art. Ukuzithunga, it's art.
So it's like the same thing on different platforms.
Different platforms, but it's the
Yeah.
same thing.
But everything, I mean, this table, the
It's
background,
art.
everything.
Even the religious prayer, our Father who?
Art in
Who
heaven.
art in heaven, where
Art in heaven.
art in heaven, it's the infinite intelligence, because this is the heaven. I mean,
I know that's a punchline right there. That's powerful right there.
So art, ntwana, for me, kula vele, noma ngilwa nefro yami, iyakena vele ukuthi ngishaya earphone ngidlala ingoma and sing out loud, because I don't want to be drawn into that space where squawkele, you know. My wife is very quiet. Like she doesn't. You know, sometimes we prefer, yeah, when now you're shy. Yeah, it's all, but she's like, listen, you're born, I'm frustrated.
And now you sold out.
And then I just rap or sing or do whatever, and then I'm out of that situation. You know, so art helps me escape. And
Now,
I'm proud.
let's talk about Freestyle Friday.
Friday Fight Night or Freestyle Friday.
Freestyle Friday, the one you did with Store GT.
Okay.
I like how you mesmerized the Busisiwe that day, Sosa.
Okay. Yes, yeah.
How was that feeling? How was it? Because you rocked.
So a little bit of how it happened.
Yes.
Shout out to my boy Speaker, Speaker with Sotra Cyphers.
So,
So it's
talking about that, can I steal your shine for a minute? Shout out to Zwes Tornado.
yeah.
Shout out to
Zwes.
Zwes Tornado as well.
I'll mention Zwes now that you mention him.
Yeah.
So before I did even no Speaker, I did the Back to the City Cypher. I don't know which year. I think I won't mention the year.
Yeah.
I did that, and
The
Speaker
FA
was
hip
there.
hop, oh.
And someone told me this guy does ciphers as well. So my whole thing was just doing ciphers on that year. Okay, I did that cipher. But before we recorded my part of the cipher, I see this guy in a shop that close by, that we're preaching in Utah. I'm like, okay, Fede. He's like, sure, man. Donna, man, I need to come do the ciphers with you. He's like, Echo,
That was Speaker.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, so this nigga doesn't know. Okay, cool. Okay. No, don't worry, you'll hear me. Even now, I'm gonna do this cipher. Uzongi. Do my part. Speaker wasn't there. He didn't see me. Ah, shit. Okay, but did that cipher, ne? Even I was expecting that cipher to be played a Gold Reef CT on the day of the awards. Man.
Okay, yeah.
The cipher wasn't played, so the cipher was on the internet. Okay, shit. Cipher was on the internet. But now I wanna get onto that cipher, Speaker cipher. I wanna do like ciphers,
Yes.
you know? Ah, shit, things don't happen in the time. Okay, but anyway, Speaker wants to hear me, he doesn't know about me, it's fine, whatever. Oh, Speaker sometime later, I'm like, hey, when I saw that.
Oh, yes.
But now, when he calls me, I'd already done the Slick on live.
Oh, yes,
Because
yes.
I'm collect some
Yes,
cipher,
I
it was a mission.
I
yeah,
watched
so-
that one.
So I did
Yeah,
the
the
Slick
take
out
off,
live.
take off,
yeah.
yeah.
Our figure now, you speak on Sossa. I've got a cipher for you. But he did explain himself. I just have a lot of people that I booked.
Yes.
So when a gap opens, I'm gonna put you on. Because I even went on social media, tagged people that he's worked with on some. Can somebody tell Speaker that he needs me on his show?
Oh, yes, yeah.
You know? And then he hit me on a DM on some issue. I just have a lot of people that are doing these ciphers. I hope you understand. I was like, I know, I get it. A year later or some shit like that, Speaker calls, hey, Savage, I need you here, come through, whatever. Then I was there and I did the cipher. From doing that cipher, Umangoba, Weapon X, he was playing that cipher in his office quite a lot because who hired Risiki here, yok shooter. Fiki Kang here, he still be cheap.
Oh, whilst he was playing the side.
So le cipher ka Speaker uma nqoba uyidlala eofisini as they are busy kanti kuzofika I crew Yeah, Freestyle Fridays.
Stogie
Because
Tees.
if you are the first season, yeah, Freestyle Fridays was just on Instagram.
Yes,
But the guys that
absolutely.
decided to put it on TV, and
Yes.
Channel O was vibing with it.
Yes.
So the guys are there in the office, they're trying to do some stuff. And no Mangoba, we call each other twin, yeah, because
Yes.
of the dreads and all. And people used to say we look alike, but it's a topic for another day. So he was like, hey, yo, this is my twin, man. He's ripping mics apart, and as you can see. And those guys were like, hey, we need to have this guy in the
In
side.
the show.
Please give him number Mbali, who is the chick responsible for all the rappers that go there and all that stuff. Mbali vela nkai number, yabo. Antlek bankai number Mbali. Angimngena Mbali vele. Hey Mbali, Savage Sossa, this and this and that. This is how I got the number. And she was like, yeah, fantastic. Can you make it on this and this a day at this time? I was like, yes. And then okay, the next day she's like, hey Savage, I don't know if you know any other rappers. I'm like, Chema Dotin. I called Zwes. I'm like, Zwes Tornado, I need you there. Called Chris NTB. I was like, I need like
Yes,
beast rent niggas.
yes.
I didn't have your number. Now no
Hey,
now
in the wilderness.
Anyway, you know. And then I was like, Chris, you can call the other two guys that they want, yabo. Because mina, yabo, I don't know who else to call. Chris vela bize enye bathu rendi class abize no Freddy Poster wasethembisa vele siyada sibeast vele sizitshelengani ngebeast
Wait.
now vele I get there, I'm a bit nervous. Okay, ngifika vele ku rapper uLandmark there vele
Oh,
kuma
shout out to
camera.
Landmark. Yes.
Like yo rap umark ndoda like yo nyiwa ndoda, and then ku rap abanye abantu and then namba ngibiza vele do my makeup go on. Vele ngisamele le camera vele ukuthi irole.
Yes.
Ngizwe enye cherry ithi beast rand.
Yes.
I do the thing, man. Nase basho kanje. I'm at home. But I left that mic in shreds, Joe. I left it in shreds. I know other rappers get there, they do 10 takes. I got there, I did my thing. But there's a line that goes, logo on my chest. Shit is mandatory. For any click, pick shit y'all bring before me. When I hit my chest, yeah, the mic popped.
Oh.
So the sound guy was like, hey, his mic popped. Do that again.
Oh.
Did another take, clean. Left the whole set
That was
quiet. Well, on some, what is this? I was like, I know, kill this. I'm happy. The sci-fi is dead. And then I went outside. Everyone else came through. They recorded their part. And then, my logi dlala, because I didn't know yo
Yes, yes.
I vele ngiyabukela lapha every day ngiyabukela. So my twin uManqoba calls me on Sunday. Hey, I think your episode is coming this Friday.
Yes.
Like I know, I'm gonna check it out. I vele on the Friday I'm there at home vele. Tema icala, I'm the first rapper.
Yes. That,
Like what?
I was
What?
surprised by that.
But get this, on the other episodes, Stogie would be honest. To go, man, what's this cat doing? That's not how you make a punchline. It doesn't make sense. He would be very vocal. And also, the other episode, he had P. Carter. You know, he would have like rappers. I go, I'm no Busisiwe and
Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
Oh my
She is
God.
not going
Queen
to
of gold.
understand.
Hey, shh.
I am dead. I am dead. The
Hey,
comments are just gonna be on some shit tip. But Busisiwe was like,
But you know what? She was mesmerized.
She was. No, I
Yo,
saw that. I picked it up. I
even
picked it
Nomi
up.
Pela, when she was asked, she was like, I like this guy. Yes, I like this guy.
I heard that. But Stogie took it even onto Twitter. There's a tweet that I saw with day, but Savage Sossa was fire though. And I saw Stogie T's name there, and I saw SA hip hop reviews. I was like, what? This
Wow.
this actually was
That's
big.
what happens in
This
Wow.
actually was
Strand.
big. For me, it was some shit.
Wow.
Yeah,
now,
it was
now,
some shit.
now, besides hip hop music, Sosa, what other genres do you listen to, Making?
I mean, Anton, I listen to music. When you say genre, it's gonna go into a box. I listen. There's a gospel track that I like. I'm not a religious person, but there's a gospel track I like, Yaga Keke, featuring some chick, Ibizu Moya Wam.
Okay.
Go find it. It's also on YouTube, Tuana.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all, I don't
Yes.
even pretend. My wife knows, Joe. If anyone knows, gay, it's my wife.
So you can
'Cause
bump that track.
I bump it, Tuana.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
go to the ride. I'll show
Yes.
you that I have it.
Okay.
I bump Umandoza. Quite a lot. I bump Wabo Jairos. I love that the music. Jokes, you know, R.I.P. to
Oh,
jokes.
the late
The late jokes. I was
yes,
you know,
yes. May
I
his soul
listen
rest in
to.
peace.
Okay, hip hop is like, you know, hip hop is
Yeah,
why
yeah,
I am
yeah,
like
yeah.
this.
You are hip hop.
Why
yes.
I am, you know, into this business. Why I am a family guy. It is because of hip hop. It is because
Daily
of some
bread.
message I got from hip hop.
Yes.
But nalawa manye chunya wa mamela bo abo mapiano, abo job.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I love that.
Oh,
shit.
Job.
You know what I mean? Because I've also noticed, you can't party to hip hop music. Well, you can.
Yeah.
You can,
If
but
you have people who
yes.
understand it.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna have like aboma oledi, aboma gogo, you know,
Bazo-
like
bafuna
unespanking when
That's
Yes,
slow.
yeah.
head bop, it's too
Qinisile,
slow.
that's true.
Joe, you know what I mean?
Yes.
People
Funeka
need
stop.
pacey music, you know.
Yes.
That's
Uma
slow.
mkhulu wami loves I think IPCC or in that.
Yeah. Blue and white.
And she knows I've got it in my
What's.
computer. So
Yes.
also village. And fun, can't you say
Oh, yes.
And then I bump that, you know what I mean? And then it becomes that thing, you know what I mean? So I listen to music, man. I don't have a particular genre. I listen to three doors down. If you know that, it's a white band.
I don't know that.
Yeah, without you,
Nako.
baby. But
I
listen
know
to
the
white
song.
boys as
I know
well,
that song,
boy.
but
Yabo,
I didn't know the name of the group.
Linkin Park.
Incomplete.
I listen to lounge music. I do quite a lot of my tattoos to lounge music.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, when I do tattoos, I look at you from Musange and go, okay, R&B. Actually, R&B.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all.
Oh, to set the
Ntwana
mood.
Yeah, you know.
Yes.
And always, you haven't a shy head, but like, I don't know music. Even now, there's a Ikasilar. I don't know if you know, there's an art gallery like us. In Yahweh, number 122, I think. There's an art
Enyaweni,
gallery.
yeah,
Yeah.
number.
Badlala live instruments. They play
Okay.
quite a lot of jazz.
Oh,
those
someone
guys.
told me about it. Yes,
Play
yes,
quite a
yes.
lot of jazz, those guys, and I resonate with jazz as well because
yes, yes.
hip hop nice temago jazz
Yes.
so
Yeah.
from the samples. And as a hip hop head, I believe you need to listen to everything because that's where samples come from anyway.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Classics.
before you add those kicks, the boom bap kicks. You put the melody from maybe jazz,
Oh, yeah, from
maybe
jazz,
rock,
yeah,
maybe gospel,
Qinisile,
from maybe
yes.
all these genres,
Yes.
but you're gonna put hip hop drums. That's what makes it hip hop.
Hip hop,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's all intention.
No, that's what's
So
up.
to answer the question even more, I listen to music, man.
Yeah.
I love music
Nah,
as an
that's
art
what's
form.
up. Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Now, how can people get hold of your albums if they want to get tattoos? Maybe. Bangakuthola kanjani?
Okay, for tattoos, you can just go to Facebook. I'm most active on Facebook. The Instagrams, I have accounts, but I'm not active there.
As much
so
as
on
Facebook.
Facebook, you look for Tammy Tap Mics. Tammy, THAMI, THAMI, Tap TAP, Mics, MICS. Mics, as in this thing here.
Yes.
Tammy Tap Mics, that's where you're gonna find me. That's where I put quite a lot of what I do. You know, that's where I expose myself. And then as far as music, I was distributing with your iTunes to get the music on Apple Music, Spotify,
Yes.
and I felt like I was making someone else rich because the money doesn't come to me. Yeah, it's all. So this is the sense behind it. You are right here next to me, but to listen to me, you must find an American platform that you are gonna pay. That's gonna pay another American platform. That's gonna pay the bank. That's gonna pay me. But you're sitting next to
Oh,
me.
yes.
Didn't make
Oh,
sense.
yes,
So you give me
yeah.
$10 and I email you my song, any of my songs.
Oh, yes.
I don't release to Spotify. I don't release on iTunes for stupid reasons like that. I want the money and
Yeah,
I
like
wanna give you the
direct.
song direct. Ingalogia on some aggregator, I was gonna take a chunk of my money. Like this is the logic. You pay about $1,000 to upload an album. Let's say $1,000, and then your music is on iTunes, Spotify, everything, and then you say, Sossa, where can I listen to your music? Go to iTunes, and you go to iTunes and you buy my song for, let's say, 9 rands. Ne? You've bought for 9 rands. Iyagupia America, they convert it. Masebe Tata bona, they're gonna pay PayPal. Ne? Chunko is gonna pay PayPal. PayPal is another American company. PayPal is gonna take your money, take their cut, and PayPal is gonna pay FNP. I don't bank with FNP. FNP is gonna take my money, take their chunk, and give it to NetBank. NetBank is gonna say, he has an account with us. We're gonna take our chunk, and we're gonna give him his 15 cents. I don't want 15 cents for my music. I want 10 rand for the song. You know what I mean? So people ask me, hey, where can we get your music? Send me an email. It's there on my on my Facebook
Facebook
account.
account.
So
Street
when
corner
you send you an
Absolutely.
email with my song and you can
corner.
Yeah,
deposit
we're
my
learning some
$10
shit.
and I've got my $10, I can buy bread immediately in the morning.
Makes perfect
know what I
sense
mean?
to me, Savage.
So I'm
Makes
in control of my own music, man. I don't like Spotify, whatever. I fuck that.
Savage, man, people enjoyed the first part of this interview, and this is the second part of
I
the
enjoyed
interview.
this one more.
Appreciate
You
that.
enjoyed this
I
one more.
enjoyed this one more.
Now,
yeah.
before we wrap this one up, Savage, can
Yeah.
you describe yourself in 3 words?
3 words.
Yes.
Dope, dope, dope. Choirs on crack. That's a proverb line. Shout out to proverb, man.
Dope, dope, dope.
Like a whole choir's on crack. Yeah,
Savage Sossa,
God.
man, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you,
my
my
G.
king. I
Thank
know
you.
you have a very busy schedule.
Thank you.
You know, you're going to perform, you're going to do this, do that. Thank you, man, for coming
No
through so
worries.
that we can wrap this one up,
Any
man.
day, man. Sorry I couldn't make it last week when you called.
No,
Hey,
it's okay.
was
It's
on
okay, my
set,
king.
man.
It's
I was
okay.
on
And I
set.
called you on the last minute, no
on the
hard.
last minute,
You know.
yeah,
But
because somebody
now,
stood you out, ne?
yes.
Stop
yes.
standing this guy up, man.
You know,
I can veil like YouTube. You
but
need
thank you
us
so
one
much.
day.
Thank you, Sosa. Thank you, my king. And may you keep shining your light to the world, Sosa.
Shining your
We
light
need
to the
pe-
world.
more
Guys, I
people
thank
like
you
you.
so much.
Yes.
Man. The
Salute,
crew,
salute,
everyone
salute
here.
us, salute us.
Shout out, man.
Yes, man.
Busi, Thabang.
Yes.
ERPF, Baba.
Yandis. Can I call my son maybe for a
Yes,
second?
why
Yandisa.
not? Why not?
Uzala,
Come
Uzala,
through,
Uzala.
big
this is
boy.
over the show. Zogala.
What's the
Zogala,
Savage Sossa pay?
Oh,
Zogala,
yes.
Zogala. Guys, go out there and get yourself Eastern Podcast File water.
Water.
It's already there. Out
Yes.
there.
Already there,
You
yeah.
can pay.
We're
He's
going to
selling
brand
the
it
water.
very soon for you
Yeah.
guys.
We're gonna show you the logo.
Yeah.
This is my son, guys. This is
Say hello,
why I
world.
wake up. It's high.
Unjani boy? Ubani igama lakho?
Yeah,
Uyaya. Unangakho wena?
na 5.
Na 5. Ufuna ukuba yini mawukhula wena?
6. Nge-18 iyenza 6.
Oh, this
18
month.
in Friday, ne? Yeah, next week.
16 Wednesday, 17 Friday. Yes, it's
Friday
the
he's
18th.
he's turning 6.
Oh, uzoba na 6. So uyoba yini mawukhula wena?
Pilot.
Wait for it. Bachel. Uyayicabanga.
Uyakwazi ukudraw?
Ufuna ukuba yini masokhuleni? Ngokukhumbuze.
Yeah. Businessman.
The
There
effort
you
doesn't
have
fall
it,
far
guys.
from
That's
the
how we're
tree.
gonna wrap it up, man. Nangu Savage Mnisi saying that he's gonna be a businessman, and then Sizukbega boy, and we're gonna have you on the show in the near future
Yeah.
on the East Rand Podcast Files.
You
Ne?
interview him. New one.
Guys, from myself and the rest of the team, it's a big thank you for watching. See you on the next episode here on the East Rand Podcast Files.